Lechem Be'ez Hashem. Today's Amud is Daf Yud Ches Beis. We'll be finishing Torah Yud Gimel and we'll be starting Torah Yud Daled. So we're holding a middle of the Maamar Rabbi Chana, which will serve as a summary for Torah Yud Gimel. So Rabbi Chana says that he met up in the Chusei Yama, people go in the Yam, which he says, the Rebbe explains, are the people who are coming to bring down Torah, trying to bring down the Torah of Yemais Mashiach. And they told him that between each wave there are 300 parsais, and the height of a wave is 300 parsais. We learned in the Torah that there's two sichliim that a chacham needs to have. There's a seichel being able to gather nefashis, being able to gather people together with the ritzonos and the kisufim, both for good things and for not good things, and to be able to elevate them, and then to bring down new chidushim in Torah and giluyim and new understandings in Torah, which will be able to help them. And that is the second seichel. So that is connected shin, as Rebbe said. And there's two shins of tefillin, the shin of Gimel Roshim and the shin of Daled Roshim. So the first gilui is the being able to gather everyone. That seichel is the difference between each gal, each wave is 300 parsais, and the wave which is 300 parsais high, it means that able to elevate us, the kayach to be able to elevate us. So he says, once we're going on our way, archi, and a wave picked us up until we reach the place we're able to see the resting place of a small star, which is a marbata, the kachavazuta. So archi v'rivi, Arach is I'm going on the way until we saw the Rivi, the place of a small star, a resting place of a small star, and the resting place, the Rebbe says, Vavikim Mivzar Arbin Gervia Bizra de Chadala, the amount of space, the area that takes to plant 40 saw of mustard seeds. So he said that the inyan of bringing the nefashos together, the Rebbe said, is like Mayin Nukvin. Bringing Torah down is like Mayin Dochrin, so together it's a zivug, and that makes the Torah. So that's the Archi V'Rivi, the pasuk says, talking about zivug, and being able to bring out nefashos, to bring out new Torah. That's what Chazal say, that there's a chaya that when it comes time for it to give birth, then a snake comes and bites it and gives a tiny little bite, and comes out a little blood, and then it's able to give birth. And that tiny drop like a mustard seed. So that is the inyan of being able to bring out Torah. That this kayach of being able to bring down new Torah. So the Maamar Rabbi Chana continues. If we would have been any higher, then we would have been burnt from the heat of the star. So the Rebbe says, what's the heat of the star? Hevel of the star. There's havalim in this world, that people are full of kashes, of tzadikim Hashem magilim k'mas Ephraim. There are tzadikim that bad things happen to, and all different kashes a person has. Tzadik v'raloi, Rosh v'toivloi, and the Rebbe says, if we would have been higher, if we would have had a higher hasaga, and the Chacham were able to be mala us and to elevate us even higher, then we would have been maklinin mehavla. Maklinin mehavla literally means we would have gotten burnt from the heat. There it says we would have been makel, that hevel, that empty air of those kashes at Tzadik V'Ralei, Rosh V'Toivlei, would have become easier for us. We'd been able to tolerate it, and then those kashes wouldn't have bothered us so much. So the Rebbe Chana continues, we heard one wave saying to another wave, my friend, have you left anything in the world which you haven't drowned? Let's go together and let's be machriv, let's destroy it together. So the Rebbe explains that afterwards, when these nefashos which were elevated and they come back down from this place of Ibur, and they become Ava, when all the nefashos come together in the kibbutz to hear Torah from the tzaddik, everyone comes. The tzaddik is makabetz them, and they become friends with each other. Ava is Ava and the Sarah between them. So they start being ma'ori each other in Avodas Hashem, and everyone can say to his friend, maybe you left some midah which you weren't misakin and you can't be miskabret. Let's go together. Maybe I can help you, Navez Hashem, to help you to destroy that midah. And meaning that when you come together as a kibbutz of people to come here to Torah B'Tzadik, which is meant to bring down Hasaga in Hashgacha Pratis, like we learned before, that the closer you are to the Torah Tzadik, the more Torah that the Tzadik brings down, a person has more light to be able to have simcha in this world, and the chedva to be smech bechelkoi, and be able to see Hashgacha Pratis, which is in of being able to see Torah, is in being able to see, because the Torah has Tam and Nekudas, Tag and Oisius, which is connected the three colors of the eye and the basayin. So the kibbutz of friends who come together to hear Torah Tzaddik, they're right to mechazik each other. The ava that they develop between the chaverim, and the type of ava that they want to be mechazik each other. Like maybe there's something we could work on together. Maybe there's a midah ra that we could work on together. Taiva we could work on together. So one of the waves, one of the chaverim says to another chaver, has there anything we could work on? Is there anything you left in this world that you don't work on? So the wave answers back, like look how great your master is, that even a breath of sand of the beach I haven't gone over from the sea level. That the Rashban says that I haven't even got like a merch of chut. I wasn't able to go out. Let's say to go out of the sand, meaning. The Rebbe explains what does it mean to go out of the sand, that you're asking me if I left any midas rois to work on, if I left any taivas that I didn't work on. You should know that I haven't left the chol at all. I haven't left the chol, means that all the taivas, all the midas rois, lo yatzas min chol kodesh afilu kamalechut. And somebody on such a madrega less avar, he shouldn't be able to be zeicha to these madregas of avar, of ibur that we're speaking about, of being able to be masig new Torahs, new scholars of Torah, new chedushim in Torah, and that from his nefesh the tzaddik should be able to build new understandings of new chedushim in Torah. But see how great the tzaddik is, that he's able to even take a nefesh like my own, and he's able to be malam b'chis ibur. Ibur we learned before is ayin beis reishud vav, ayin beis in chesed reishud vav is gvura. That the ruach of that it's able to be misachich tavis mammon, and which means all the bitterness a person has from wanting things in this world they can't have, and to bring out the simcha of a smech bechelkoi. This is pshat the pasuk Asher Adam Yodi Sruab Hashem Bar Panecha Ya'alechun. Asher Am is ashkacha, because sure is a lashon of staklis. Yoidei Srua, that they know about the Trua. We said Trua, we learned before, is Mishpabeka Tzagmaka Dasisa. We learned it's in of breaking the Tavis Mammon. And how Yashidei Yoidei Srua? Why? Through Hashem, through the Shem Hashem, with the Shem of Chasadim. And Ba'ar Panachan Yizeicha to Seichel, being able to bring down new Das and new Torah. And Chachmas and Torah Panav Ya'alechun. And then that's the Nefashis, the Mahalach HaNefesh. So all of this is an Indian of bringing down through being able to malakit all in the fashis and to able to bring down new Torah. That's the end of Torah Yud Gimel. So just start Torah Yud Dalet. That the Rebbe says Tiku b'chad shefer b'keseh, that in order to be mamshich shalom into the world, we have to be malak Kodesh Baruch Hu l'sharshay, which is the Yira. There's something called Kavod Hashem, which you have to be malak Yira, which we'll have an explanation behemshich. The way you're malak Kavod Hashem is through something called Torah's Chesed. Torah's Chesed is someone who learns Torah in order to teach it, which that's the Ikar Kavod Hashem is always. We learned that when Goyim, when Rechoikim are moeded to Hashem, then that's the main kavod of Hashem, like we learned by Yisra, when Yisra said Ki ati dati kavod Hashem, that's when the ikar kavod Hashem comes. When people with chutz kedusha are niskarv to kedusha, Gerim b'al tshuva or Rechoikim, and that is mala the kavod of Hashem, they should go away from other places and come back to Klal Yisrael, come back to Hashem. And the way you're Mekarev Rechaikim and Baalei Tshuva is also through Torah. The Torah of Chesed, of Yafutza Ma'anesecha Chutza, to go to take the mayonos of Torah and to be mashke and to give to drink the people on the outside, and that's the cover of Torah that you give out the outside. As the pasuk said, "Taitzi yakar mezayil." The Chazal say in the pasuk, "Taitzi yakar mezayil." You'll take out yakar, take out something which is dear and mechubadik from something which is cheap and zoil. That's the Chazal say those are elush mekabel adam avos Hashem. To be mekarev someone avos Hashem is to take out someone yakar from a place of zilus. And that's means to take the kavod Hashem from the zilus of gelusa. That's Rama kol goyim Hashem. That when all the goyim, all the rechaikim are mehalal meshabeach Hashem, then al shamayim kavod. That's when we're zeichet to kavod Hashem. So that's the beginning of Torah Daled. It's a Shemim Mamshech tomorrow.